How long's he been like this?
Oh my gosh. It's been like a week at this point.
Activate air horn. Okay. I mean, he looks so peaceful. Maybe we should just let him sleep?
I mean, we can, but if he's hibernating, who's gonna host the show?
What?
Welcome to First Stop News. I'm Kelsey Russell, and we've got a lot to cover today, but first things first, we've got a new host.
Are you talking about me?
I'm absolutely talking about you. This is Ryan Willard.
I'm Ryan Willard, and Will is not able to come to the show right now because he celebrated Fat Bear Week too hard.
Yes, and today's big story is about freedom of speech.
Wait, didn't the government shut down?
Oh, it did. And we have a short about that, so you should check it out.
Oh, I saw that. That was a good short.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Ryan, since this is your first show, you got to kick off headlines. We don't have a choice.
I'm
Yep.
good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just go. You can move. Right there.
All right. First off, ChatGPT is getting parental controls. Kind of. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, is adding them for teen users after a series of tragic incidents highlighted how dangerous ChatGPT can be for young people. Parents will be allowed to make a teen account with content filters, which will, quote, automatically get additional content protections to help keep their experience age appropriate. I personally wondered how this would actually work if teens tried to get around it, and then OpenAI warned us that these guardrails are, quote, not foolproof and can be bypassed if someone is intentionally trying to get around them. So it kind of sounds like it's on the honor system. So please, please, please honor the honor system and talk with an adult about how to use it responsibly because AI is no joke. Now, let's go back a few thousand years where a pharaoh's 3,000-year-old gold bracelet was stolen and then melted. The priceless gold bracelet was stolen from Cairo's Grand Egyptian Museum and belonged to Pharaoh Amenemhotep, who ruled during Egypt's 21st dynasty. 4 suspects have been arrested, including the museum's restoration specialist, who confessed to stealing it and giving it to a friend. The charges haven't been announced, but in Egypt, you could get life in prison for this and up to $100,000 in fines. So I will not be stealing any treasures because I want to go to the pyramids, and I don't want to go to Egyptian jail. Now, the only thing crazier than stealing a priceless artifact is what Kai Cenat has been up to for the last 30 days. Mafiathon 3. Now, the 23-year-old Twitch streamer completed his subathon event where he made Twitch history by becoming the first person to surpass 1 million active subscribers. Kai streamed for over 700 hours for 30 straight days and used his platform to raise money to build a school in Nigeria, which is really awesome. Highlights included hangouts with Ice Cube, Selena Gomez, Ice Spice, Lotto, Mariah Carey, and Kim Kardashian. The Jabberwockies taught Kai some dance moves. Kai got hot dogged by his bed. He let a snake bite him. He even slept in a pool with crocodiles. On a side note, please do not do any of those things, ever. In my personal favorite moment, Kai wrote a song for his girlfriend with the help of the Jonas Brothers, and then Joe Jonas gave him some pretty great advice.
Kindness is cooler than being mean. Do the right thing.
Honestly, I am wired and tired just talking about Mafiathon 3. Kelsey, do you have something else I can watch?
You know I love you here first day, but we got to just push you a little out the camera. Other way. Yeah, just over there. Right, exactly. He's great, y'all. He's great. But we have to watch this other great video. It's a massive 540-foot cooling tower imploding. What is a cooling tower, though? A cooling tower helps places like factories and power plants get rid of extra heat by releasing it into the air. And I have to say, this is quite pleasing for me to watch. It's like my type of ASMR. The tower was built back in the 1970s as a nuclear power plant, but it was never finished. So it just sat, obstructing views, unused, which all led to the boom. And you wanna know what's even more satisfying? It's being recycled. The concrete from the tower is being crushed to build storage areas and gravel lots. So I must say, Implosion ASMR put to good use? This is my type of content I like to see on my scroll.
I'm not sure if you've heard about the Jimmy Kimmel stuff, but what he said on his late night show and the fallout because of it has led to a lot of debate around free speech. What exactly is free speech? It's the right to express your ideas and opinions without the government getting in the way. You can find it in the Bill of Rights under the First Amendment. It was a revolutionary idea from the founders that was in reaction to the British monarchy, which didn't allow for subjects to speak critically of the government. The founders of America felt free speech was important for their new democracy to take shape. It was originally created so we can push back on the government, so we can gather together and freely express our ideas, thoughts, and feelings without getting in trouble. We can then legally organize and collectively voice our opinions by voting leaders in and out of office or pushing our leaders to represent what the people want. So you can wear a shirt that says you like or don't like a political candidate. You can write a book or an article on any topic. And you can peacefully protest against something you disagree with. But you can't do or say just anything you want. There are things not protected under the First Amendment, like hate speech or saying something that would encourage violence or something that's false or threatening. Now, although the First Amendment has been interpreted in a lot of ways since 1791, it's remained a cherished American value.
We love the First Amendment here at First Stop News because it protects us and our show on reporting the news to you. But there are a lot of famous times in U.S. history that free speech has been threatened. President John Adams signed the Sedition Act in 1798 to put newspaper editors who wrote anything bad about him and his party in prison. In 1999, New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani said he would cut off funding to the Brooklyn Museum because of a painting he thought had an offensive message. And tech platforms like Facebook, X, and YouTube, even though they are private businesses and not the government, have faced lots of criticism for controversial posts on their platforms, either allowing them to stay up or using their power to remove them. In 2021, X, which was still called Twitter at the time, suspended President Trump's account over what they called the risk of inciting violence, which violated their guidelines. Most recently, the debate came up 2 weeks ago when Jimmy Kimmel's late-night TV show was suspended after comments he made about conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who was killed while at a political event. Technically, ABC, the network that owns the show, made the call to suspend Kimmel, but President Trump and the FCC, the government agency that regulates radio and TV, made it clear they didn't like what he had to say. After a few days, he was back on TV.
And that was our show. Thank you for watching.
I must say, Rye, I think you did a great job today, utilizing the free speech, freedom of the press,
Thank you so much. And I'm not a government agency, but I did like what you said earlier, and I will not be suspending you.
Oh, you do not have the power to do so.
But if I did have the power, I wouldn't do it.
You're on thin ice. You want to come back next week?
Yeah, I would, actually. But should we check on Will?
You know what? That would be the kind thing to do. We should do that.
So sleep eating really is a thing?
I mean, Ryan, I prefer my food awake.
Huh. Do you want to watch one of Will's video pics?
Oh, I think he'd like that. Let's do that.
All right, bet.